Hey fellow travelers, welcome back to Travel Smart, the ultimate place to level up your travel game and protect yourself while exploring the world. You know, for me, travel is all about embracing the unexpected, diving into new cultures and savoring those pinch-me moments. But let's be real, not everyone you meet on the road has the best intentions. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or planning your very first trip abroad, today's episode is something every traveler needs to watch. Tourist scams you must avoid at all costs. We're going deeper than ever before, arming you with the knowledge to outsmart those shady characters looking to take advantage of unsuspecting tourists. In this deep dive, we'll walk through over 20 of the most common, sneaky, and even high-stakes scams that target travelers. We'll break down how they work, where they happen, how to spot them from a mile away, and, most importantly, how to protect yourself. So grab a pen, save this video for your next adventure, and let's jump right into the world of tourist traps and traveler hacks. Picture this. You're strolling through a vibrant market in Paris, the scent of fresh croissants and coffee filling the air. You're soaking in the ambiance when suddenly, someone grabs your wrist. They're friendly, all smiles, and before you know it, they're tying a bracelet around your wrist. It's a gift, they say. But the moment it's secured, their demeanor changes. They demand payment, and not a small amount. This is the oldest trick in the book, and it plays on your politeness. They know you probably won't want to cause a scene, especially in a foreign country. But trust me, it's better to be assertive than sorry. These bracelets are often cheaply made, and the whole thing is a setup. Remember folks, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's definitely no such thing as a free friendship bracelet in a tourist hotspot. This one tugs at your heartstrings, especially if you're traveling with a loved one. You're enjoying a romantic evening stroll, maybe near the Trevi Fountain in Rome or gazing at the Eiffel Tower, when someone approaches with a single rose, a symbol of love and appreciation, right? They hand it to you, and just when you think it's a sweet gesture, they demand payment, and if you refuse, they might accuse you of stealing it, creating a public spectacle to embarrass you into paying up. It's a classic case of emotional manipulation. My advice, be wary of anyone approaching you with unsolicited gifts, no matter how tempting it might seem. Enjoy the romance of your surroundings, but keep your guard up. Pickpocketing, it's the oldest crime in the book, and sadly, it's still thriving, especially in crowded tourist areas. These aren't your average petty thieves, we're talking organized teams who've turned distraction into an art form. Here's how it works. One person bumps into you, maybe accidentally spilling something, asking for directions, or creating a commotion. While you're distracted, an accomplice swoops in, lifting your wallet, phone, or passport with practiced ease. It happens in the blink of an eye, and by the time you realize it, they're gone. The key to avoiding this is simple. Be aware of your surroundings. Imagine this. You're enjoying a delicious plate of pasta in Rome when suddenly, a stranger accidentally spills their drink on you. They apologize profusely and offer to help clean up the mess. It seems innocent enough, right? But while they're dabbing at your shirt, they, or an accomplice, are skillfully relieving you of your valuables. This scam preys on your good nature and desire to help. Remember, not everyone has good intentions. If someone spills on you, politely decline their help. Step away from the situation and clean yourself up. It's always better to be safe than sorry. You're exploring the streets of Barcelona, enjoying the sunshine and architecture, when a group of young people approaches you with clipboards in hand. They seem earnest, passionate even, as they ask you to sign a petition for a worthy cause, helping the disabled, supporting children in need, or promoting environmental awareness. It tugs at your heartstrings and you want to help, but here's the catch. Once you've signed, the pressure begins. They might demand a donation for their cause, using guilt or intimidation to get you to hand over cash. Or, while you're distracted, someone in the group might be working their pickpocket magic. Taxis, they're a convenient way to get around, but they can also be a breeding ground for scams, especially in certain parts of the world. One common trick is the scenic route. You hop in, tell the driver your destination, and suddenly you're on a wild goose chase through back alleys and side streets, racking up a hefty fare in the process. Another classic is the broken meter scam. The driver claims the meter's not working and then tries to overcharge you at the end of the ride. Don't let them take you for a ride, literally. Before you even step into a taxi, agree on a price with the driver, or make sure the meter is turned on and working properly. You've just arrived in a new city after a long flight, you're tired, loaded down with luggage, and eager to get to your hotel. As you exit the airport or train station, someone approaches you, offering a taxi service. They might even be holding a sign with your name on it, making you feel like you've pre-booked a ride. But be careful, this is a classic setup for a scam. These fake taxi drivers prey on your vulnerability, especially if you're unfamiliar with the local language or customs. They'll lure you in with promises of a cheap ride, only to drive you in circles, demand an exorbitant fare, or worse. You've booked your dream hotel, you're excited to check in and relax, but when your taxi pulls up, the driver drops a bombshell. Your hotel is closed, or maybe it's overbooked or under renovation. Whatever the excuse, they conveniently have a solution. Another hotel, just as good, maybe even better. Don't fall for it. This is a common scam, especially in Southeast Asia. The driver is likely in cahoots with the other hotel, and will receive a commission for bringing in unsuspecting tourists. This one's a bit more subtle and requires a keen eye. Some taxis have 2-meter buttons, one for the local fare and one for the tourist fare, which is significantly higher. While you're distracted, the driver might discreetly flip the switch, leaving you none the wiser until you reach your destination and get hit with an inflated bill. To avoid becoming a victim of this sneaky tactic, pay close attention to the meter when you first get in. Take note of the starting fare and keep an eye on it throughout the ride. If something seems off, don't hesitate to speak up. In the age of online booking, finding the perfect hotel or vacation rental seems easier than ever. But beware of fake booking websites. They're lurking in the depths of the internet, waiting to snare unsuspecting travelers. These websites often look legitimate, with professional designs, enticing photos, and unbelievably low prices. You enter your credit card information, excited about the incredible deal you've snagged, only to arrive at your destination and discover that the hotel doesn't exist. Your reservation is nowhere to be found, and your money has vanished into thin air. You've splurged on a premium room with a view, you're looking forward to a luxurious stay, but when you arrive at the hotel, you're given a room that's a far cry from what you booked. It's smaller, dingier, and the ocean view is more like a glimpse of the parking lot. When you complain, the front desk feigns ignorance, claiming that the room you booked is unavailable due to unforeseen circumstances. They might offer a vague excuse about plumbing issues, overbooking, or renovations. Your hotel keycard, it's your passport to a comfortable and secure stay. But what if it falls into the wrong hands? Keycard swapping is a scam that can happen right under your nose. A seemingly helpful hotel employee or a stranger might offer to help you with your luggage or point you in the right direction. In the process, they discreetly swap your keycard with a fake one. You don't realize it until later when you try to enter your room and find that your key no longer works. Meanwhile, the scammer now has access to your room and all your belongings. Airbnb and other vacation rental platforms have revolutionized the way we travel, offering unique and affordable accommodations around the world. But even in the world of peer-to-peer rentals, scams can happen. One such scam is the bait and switch. You find the perfect Airbnb, cozy, well-located, and with glowing reviews. You book it months in advance, but a few days before your trip, you receive a message from the host. They apologize profusely but explain that the property is no longer available due to unforeseen circumstances. Exchanging currency is a necessity when traveling internationally, but it's also an opportunity for scammers to take advantage of unsuspecting tourists. One of the most common scams involves passing off counterfeit bills as genuine currency. You find what seems like a reputable currency exchange booth, maybe one offering a slightly better rate than the others. You hand over your money, receive what you believe to be the equivalent amount in local currency, and go on your way. This scam is all about confusion and sleight of hand. You're at a market stall buying souvenirs or a quick snack and you pay with a larger bill than necessary. The vendor takes your money, then launches into a flurry of activity, counting out change, rearranging bills, and speaking rapidly in the local language. They might even try to confuse you by asking for additional money, claiming you paid with a smaller bill than you did. By the time you realize what's happening, you've been shortchanged. ATMs, they're a lifeline for travelers, providing quick and easy access to cash. But they can also be targets for scammers looking to steal your hard-earned money. One common ATM scam involves attaching card skimmers to the machine's card slot. These devices are designed to be discreet and difficult to detect. When you insert your card, the skimmer reads and stores your card information, including your PIN. Later, the scammers use this information to create duplicate cards and drain your account. You're at a restaurant enjoying a delicious meal, and when the bill arrives, the waiter asks if you'd like to pay in your home currency for convenience. It seems like a harmless offer, but it's often a recipe for hidden credit card fees. While paying in your home currency might seem easier, it usually results in a worse exchange rate than you'd get from your bank or credit card company. This scam preys on your fear of authority and your unfamiliarity with local laws. You're walking down the street minding your own business when suddenly, someone in a uniform approaches you, flashing a badge and speaking in an authoritative tone. They might claim to be police officers or immigration officials and demand to see your passport or visa. Once they have your documents, they'll invent a reason to detain you. Maybe you've broken a traffic law, you're carrying counterfeit currency, or your visa is expired. Crossing international borders can be a daunting experience, especially if you're unfamiliar with the process. Scammers often lurk around border crossings, preying on confused or stressed travelers. One common scam involves fake immigration officials. These imposters might approach you before you reach the official border control, claiming to need to check your documents or collect a processing fee. They might even have official-looking uniforms or badges, making it difficult to distinguish them from genuine officials. You're excited to visit a world-renowned museum, eager to immerse yourself in art, history, or culture. But as you approach the entrance, someone claiming to be a museum employee or a tour guide informs you that the museum is closed for a special event, a holiday, or renovations. They might even show you a fake sign or notice to make their story seem more convincing. Just when you're about to despair, they offer a solution. They can get you tickets to a special exhibition or a private tour at a discounted price. Well folks, there you have it, a crash course in tourist scams and how to avoid them. Remember, a little awareness goes a long way. By staying informed, being cautious, and trusting your instincts, you can outsmart even the most cunning con artists and ensure that your travels are filled with joyful discoveries, not regrettable mishaps. Don't let these scams scare you off.